Hi, I'm Gerard,
I'm Chase.
and this is the Lions Den Sports Talk Show. How you doing today, Chase?
Doing good. Excited to be back for another week of the best show on campus.
Always. Best show on earth, not on campus. Joe Rogan Experience, Lions Sports Talk. So, this episode we're going to go over, recap what happened in Week 8 in the NFL. A lot happened. A lot of bad things happened. Week 8 was very bad. Really bad.
Injury bug in particular.
Injury
Should we
bug.
touch on that just right now? Or?
Yeah, my boy Jabu.
Yeah, Jameis Winston.
Out
Torn
for the
ACL, right?
Torn his ACL, man.
Also
So-
damage to his MCL as well.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And yeah, Devin White, horse collar tackle.
I do not like Devin White. Never did. Never will.
I love him because he's an LSU player.
I don't.
But you know what? Screw LSU. Line up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's tough. Not Mark Ingram. The Saints did get Mark Ingram back. He provided a little spark. But Derrick Henry,
He's out
also
for the year.
looking like he's out for the year. I don't know
could
if it's
come back for the
100%, yeah, but pretty much fantasy owners go pick up Jeremy McNichols.
Even though
He's not going to be half of what King Henry is, but he's their starter. I heard they even were looking at signing Adrian Peterson.
They did sign Adrian Peterson yesterday. Actually, AP's going to be wearing number 8. That's look pretty dope. Yep, and some more sad news yesterday. I'm sure everybody heard Henry Ruggs got involved in a UI accident where he killed a lady.
Don't drink and drive. I think we're all at the age where you've either experienced it or
you've been around it, so
Yeah.
don't do it.
Henry
Ruggs.
He's literally facing like jail time. He's already
facing
been
life in
released
jail.
by the Raiders. He basically
Been cut by the Raiders.
pretty
first round
much
draft
just
pick last
screwed
year.
up his entire life, to put it bluntly.
Yeah,
It's pretty depressing, honestly.
he got cut. Was the first round draft pick last year out of Alabama. Signed a X $1 million contract. Remember, it was million. He was a millionaire. Drinking and driving. He was over double the legal limit. Killed a 22-year-old girl and her dog. So, like Chase said, don't drink and drive. If you're ever in that situation, Uber, Lyft, always there. You're always around an Uber or Lyft, or just sleep in your car. That's last-ditch effort for me. Sleep in your vehicle, sleep it off, drive back the next day. So, some more lighter news and better news. Our second topic we'll talk about is stardom setup, so to speak. We kind of just talked about the injury report a little bit. Number 4 on our list is a preview on Week 9 NFL. Looks like it's to be an okay week. Last week was okay. Week 8 was okay.
Should we do a little recap of Week 8, just on the standouts?
Definitely will. And last thing we're talking about is like kind of a roundup update on this NFL season, what's happening, who's what, what are we looking like.
Getting to the juicy part of the season.
Juicy.
November's
Hate
coming
that
up,
word,
baby.
But yeah. So let's kind of recap Week 8. So what were kind of some of your surprises from Week 8, Chase?
Surprises has got to be the Bengals laying an egg against the Jets. And I think that was your lock pick, if I'm not mistaken.
That was my lock pick.
But I didn't pick that as my lock, but it probably would have been my third lock. We only had to pick 2.
Yep.
The Jets, Mike Mother Trucking White, huh?
Yeah.
Got to tip your cap to him. I didn't even know who he was until last week, but he balled out.
Chase continues to prove that he's not a real Saints fan. I thought he would have said a surprise from this week was the Saints beating the Bucs by 9 with a third-string quarterback. Trevor
Second
Siemian.
string, right?
No, third string. Trevor Siemian.
Oh, you count Taysom Hill as a second.
Taysom Hill's a second. So, yeah, we spanked the Bucs, spanked Tom Brady. I love seeing Tom Brady.
Last week was the day of the backup quarterback.
Definitely
Mike White,
Cooper
Simeon,
Rush.
and Cooper Rush. Yeah, the Cowboys look like they continue the role.
So before we get to it,
against the Vikings.
Lion is split this week. Me and Chase both
Yeah, we tied 13. Trying to say 15 times 2. No, 16. I think it was 14 games, I want to say.
Yeah, both went 7-7. A tie Lion.
Oh, no, sorry, it was 15 games, yeah.
A tie Lion.
Or it had to be 14. I don't know. Anyway, we tied. We already did the math. So this is going to be in the middle.
Trust the man.
But next week, this will be on my side.
So basically,
No
if we're still stating records, I'm 1-0-1, and Chase
Yeah, so he
is
does
still
have the
0-1.
lead. I will say this though, my freezing cold take of the week. I know if you were watching it, you're a little nervous. Carson Wentz and the damn Colts.
I was really nervous.
Literally.
Yeah.
Probably should have said that word on air, whatever. But the Colts, man, they literally had the Titans. That's what I picked as my freezing cold take.
You
And
did pick
Carson Wentz just wants to be a turnover machine and just give them the game. So
You did predict that, and I was like watching the You were texting me during the game. I was like, I'm not texting.
I was like, it's an overtime.
I'm like, I'm not texting this dude back.
And then Carson Wentz throws an interception.
So yeah, definitely week 8 surprise was the Saints, man. I was watching that game with the boys.
Yeah.
I was so nervous the whole time.
I went crazy when PJ got
when
that
PJ
pick.
Williams had that pick
And that
6,
little,
I went nuts,
that
dude.
little step back on the sideline.
I love
PJ
PJ Williams.
Dive for it.
I used to not be a PJ Williams fan like 3 seasons ago, but now I love him, dude.
Does this look good on set?
Yeah, Chase's huge jug. He's trying to drink more water. It's only down to here, and he's been drinking it all day. So
disclaimer, I just bought this right before the podcast.
He did. So who are some of your stardom and sit-ems for week 9 in the NFL? I know a couple of my sits are Jeremy McNichols. We just told you to pick him up, but it's his first ever game starting in the NFL. And he's going against the Rams on Sunday Night Football. The Rams just picked up Von Miller.
Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey all on the same defense.
Maybe the greatest defense of all time right there.
Halloween's over, but it's pretty scary if you ask me.
That was a good one. Pretty spooky. That was so lame. So another sit is Devontae Smith. He's going against the Chargers. I just think he's going to get locked up.
I have him, and he's been pretty much a bust all season.
Yeah, he's been definitely more missed than more hits. Wait, tell me.
I'm on the
He's
verge
definitely
of...
been more tricks than more treats. Yeah, don't damn me. And then another one is Kadarius Toney. I'm definitely not starting him this week.
He's still banged up.
He's going against the Las Vegas Raiders, who've had a bad week. But I wouldn't start.
Their defense is 4th. They've given up the 4th fewest points, the fantasy receivers this year, though. So
fun fact.
Not a good matchup.
So who are some of your starts, Chase?
Starts? I'm looking at Boston Scott. I'm a Miles Sanders owner. I did try to get Scott. I wasn't able to pick him up. But the Eagles have – who do they play?
The Eagles play the Chargers.
Play San Diego. Their defense has quite simply not been very good.
Los
Angeles.
Fire.
My bad. But, yeah, their defense hasn't been very good. Him and Jordan Howard both had pretty good games, but I would lean towards Boston Scott. He had more snaps than Howard. So that's one of my stardoms. Another one is Myles Gaskin against the poorest Texans. They're just one of the worst teams in the league.
I think they're the worst NFL team I've ever seen. Even though they have a win, it was over the Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence's first ever game. Yeah. I think that is the god.
Honestly, between them two and the Lions, those 3 are bottom 2.
Dude, I'm a Lions bandwagon. I don't even think the Lions are that bad.
They just got destroyed by the Eagles.
Okay, they did. But they have a lot of heart, man. The Lions have a lot of heart. They're a good winless team. How about that? Who would you take?
Got a 0 in the win column.
Who would you take in the garbage bowl? The Lions or the Texans?
I'm riding with Houston. Man.
What? Oh my God! Please fire this kid from the podcast. Alrighty. So you got one more start this week out of Baltimore, and who's that?
It is Hollywood Brown. He's facing
the Ravens. Play the Vikings this week.
The Vikings, that's not a good matchup.
Terrible. They lost.
Or it is a good matchup. Not a good matchup for the Vikings. Pulling up some of the games this week.
So I'll run you through the list of games. Got them right here. So week 9 NFL. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, really boring game. I don't even know if I'm going to watch this. The Jets at the Colts. That's important.
Hey, Mike White's making it interesting.
Again,
he's supposed to get the start.
Fire this kid from the
Did
podcast.
you see what he just did? His first career start?
That was luck, bro. That was so luck.
I mean, it could be,
all
but...
All right, we're making a bet. We're making a bet right here. First ever bet on the Lions Den. Okay? If Mike White balls out against the Colts and wins, and he has to win, I will give you my win in the Lion column. So then you would be 1-0-1, and I would be 0-1-1. But if he loses, I'm 2-0-1, and you're 0-2-1.
I'm not shaking on that.
Come on, shake on it.
I'm not shaking on that.
Shake on it.
No.
Okay.
Lesson learned here, never agree to a man at his own bet. Something my dad taught me.
I'll sweeten the pot. I'll sweeten the pot.
You're not that.
I'll sweeten some pot.
We got a show to get on with.
I'll sweeten the pot. I'll take the loss out of your column, so you'll just be 0-1.
I'm tuning you out. I'm be real.
Wow, what a beta.
You could air shake.
What a beta.
All you want.
What a little beta. All right, so Thursday night we have Jets at Colts. Sunday we have Atlanta at New Orleans. Go Saints. He's probably gonna pick against the Saints. That's all he does on this damn show.
Watch for the letdown though. It is a rivalry game.
Fire this kid.
I'm not saying we're gonna lose. I'm just saying.
Dude, look at that bicep. Sheesh. We have Las Vegas at the Giants. Cleveland at Cincinnati. We have the New England Patriots.
That's an interesting game. I want to see that one.
We have the Patriots at the Panthers. The Bills at the Jaguars. Holy cow, that's going to be a blowout. Broncos at the Cowboys. Vikings at Ravens. Texans at Dolphins. Chargers at Eagles. Packers at Chiefs. Cardinals at 49. I feel like Cardinals and 49ers play every week. Or is that just me?
They are in the same division, so they play twice.
But I feel like they play every week still. Titans at Rams for Sunday Night Football. That would have been a good game if King Henry wasn't hurt. And Bears at Steelers.
The Bears.
The Bears.
You saw Justin Fields' touchdown run on fourth down?
He's still a bust.
I wouldn't say that. He's in a bad situation, but
No, he's a bust.
that's up for debate.
So, Jets at Colts. Who you have in that one?
Jets, Colts.
Mike White. Mike White's a pull out. Mike White. Dude, don't make this hard.
Colts.
Colts. All right, we agree with that. Atlanta at New Orleans. Who do you have on that one?
Who dat? But it will be a close. It will be a close
it's definitely
game.
be a close game.
Always is division. No matter how bad the Falcons are.
Definitely be a close game. Got the
And we're on that
Saints
emotional high from the Buccaneers. I mean, it's only natural to not play quite as good. But I still think we secure the dub.
Definitely. Las Vegas at the Giants.
At the Giants?
This is where I feel like we start to disagree.
I'm going to take New York. I'm going to roll with them. They get a couple people back healthy. I'm going to take them over the Raiders. I think...
You hear that?
I think that I hate this, bring this up again. The Henry Ruggs situation, as tragic as it was, I mean, that's got to have a psychological effect on that team, I would think.
I mean, he isn't.
I think New York's due the win. They've got a lot of tough losses this year. So you're saying that's a freezing take?
Do y'all hear that?
That must be my freezing take then. I'm going the New York Giants over the Las Vegas Raiders.
How terrible his takes are. Because he's prone to having those.
Hey, I tied you last week, man.
I felt bad. I picked crazy picks. Cleveland at Cincinnati. Who do you have in that one? That's another cold take coming up. Cincy, I agree with you on that one. We have the Patriots at the Panthers. That's to be a good one. Stephon Gilmore against his old team.
I'm going Carolina.
You're going Carolina. I'm going New England. I think the Panthers continue to struggle after start undefeated. That's where we disagree on that one too. Bills and Jaguars. Please tell me.
The Bills will win this game.
Josh Allen's a throw for 942 yards and 10 touchdowns. Broncos at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Dak's my fantasy quarterback. So is Amari Cooper. He's my wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, I got them in that one too. Vikings at Ravens.
I got the Ravens coming off a bye week after that crushing loss to the Bengals 2 weeks ago. They're going to come out with a vengeance.
And the Vikings, they lost to Cooper Rush. Like, that was the loss of the week. Like, how do you lose to Cooper Rush?
I picked the Vikings in that game.
Yeah, you did.
But
so you have the Ravens in that one. I have the Ravens in that one too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going
Texans, Dolphins.
We're call this the garbage bowl. Yeah.
Is that even worth covering?
Who do you have? Like, who are you going to pick?
I'll roll with Miami just because I like them better. Fins up, but I'm going to roll with them.
I'm going to roll with the Texans.
All right.
Make the podcast interesting.
A little different.
Hey, my name's Chase, and I picked the obvious picks. Hi, I'm Gerard. I'm better looking.
Excuse me, I'm trying to win. So
he's trying to win the Lion, because what's your record?
I don't like this sitting in the middle. I hate ties. We should have had some sort of tiebreaker rule, but we'll think of that later.
Oh, I had an idea before the podcast, but you want to do that. What's your Lion record again? For the audience, in case they forgot.
Well, this is our second week on the show.
0-1 and
so I like to start off slow and give my opponents a false sense of hope, and then I just snatch victory right at the end.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get on with our picks.
Chargers and Eagles, who do you have?
Chargers, Eagles. That's kind of a... I wanted to see what you say first on this one.
I have Chargers. Justin Herbert's going to throw for 3 miles and 17 touchdowns in that game.
I will go with the Chargers.
See, he's
probably boring.
He's not trendy. He's boring. He picks the same stuff I do.
I think that'll be a closer game.
Packers at Chiefs. Aaron Rodgers is out. Fantasy news. Aaron Rodgers is out after.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. Eagles. Picking Eagles.
Sweet. You're going to get it. No. So he's not going to get it.
Fly Eagles fly.
He's not going to win.
Packers Chiefs. That's got to be the game of the week.
No, Aaron Rodgers is out this week. He tested positive for COVID. He lied about his COVID status over the offseason. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So Jordan Love is getting his first NFL start.
Information nuggets every week with this podcast.
Juicy.
But I'll go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, Packers at Chiefs.
I don't honestly, even with a backup quarterback, the Chiefs. I watched that entire game
against
Monday.
The Giants, they're terrible.
That was bad. I mean, they really barely beat one of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll with them because I think they're in desperation. They need a win. I still got to believe in Pat Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and Kelsey and Andy Reid, but something's not right with them this year.
Dude, I don't know who to pick in that one. I can't go too against the grain in case
Who is the Packers' backup?
Jordan Love.
Oh, yeah. The guy they drafted in the first round.
Yeah. I'm not going to go against the grain this week. I'm going to agree with you and pick Chiefs just in case my 2 crazy picks don't work out.
I'm honestly tempted to pick Green Bay here.
I just think the moment's going to be too big for Jordan Love. Yeah. Cardinals at 49ers.
I think, Kansas City at home. I think that gives them the edge.
Yeah.
Cards 49ers.
I got the Cardinals coming back on a bounce-back dub after losing to the Packers on Thursday Night Football.
49ers.
So that's your freezing cold take of the week?
I got 2 freezing cold takes. Go big or go home.
2. Titans at Rams. Who
Giants?
do you have?
Yeah, so I got Giants over Raiders and Niners over Cards. Those are my 2 freezing takes.
So usually we only do one. All right, listen up, Lions Sports Talk. We only usually do one. This dude's going for the Mecca. He's doing 2.
Go big or go home.
Who are your locks, by the way? Have you your locks?
Let's finish this off real quick. We only got 2 more, and then we'll go back on
Titans
the locks.
and Rams. Who do you have?
Titans, Rams. I'm going to go Rams. I think without King Henry, I think you're going to realize how much he means. I mean, it's pretty obvious how much he means to that team, but I think they're going to look pretty porous without him, to be honest.
I have the Rams.
I could be wrong, but I think he makes that. I think he makes that big of a difference.
Titans
I saw a stat. His yards after contact, it was almost.
It's still second in the NFL.
Yeah, his yards after contact compared to everyone else's rush yards. Any other running back was second in the league behind, I think, just Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
But that's insane. That shows you their line. Not that they're bad, maybe, but they're not as good as he makes them look, for sure. So
Bears at Steelers. Who do you have in that one?
Let me go Pittsburgh.
I'm going to agree with you and go Pittsburgh. So actually, I'm going to change it up because I realized I didn't have an ice cold take of the week. I'm going to bring my ice cold take to the Jets. I have Mike White knocking out.
So now you're going to switch up on me. What he was shaking on at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to go with the Colts.
I have the Jets.
Honestly, I don't have too much confidence in Carson Wentz. They just came off that heartbreaker, the Tennessee. But
a little nugget of information for you.
I would go with them.
Fun fact, the Colts have not won a home game since 2019.
Really?
Fun fact for you. Crazy.
They went all of last year without winning a home game?
Yeah.
That's hard to believe. That is crazy.
So,
I'm going to say the streak ends then.
Who are your 2 locks this week?
Let's go over them.
So, Jets, Colts, Atlanta, New Orleans.
Let's take Ravens over Vikings.
Okay. And I'm going to get my first lock in. I have the Cowboys knocking off the Broncos by a wide margin.
Good.
Who's your next pick?
My next lock will be... I'll just go with the Bills again. I keep going with them. I mean, they got that AFC East, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, AFC East schedule. I mean, they get the Jets, the Dolphins,
Mickey Mouse,
Patriots.
And my second lock of the week is the Chargers at the Eagles. I'm going against your bet here. I just think Justin Herbert's
I'm going Eagles on that one. He better do good, man. I have him. He's my fantasy quarterback. It's been a roller coaster all year. It started off crap, went up, and now it's been crappy again the last couple weeks.
So I know we talked about it before we wrap up today. If the season ended today, we talked about it last week. If the season ended today, who would be your NFL MVP? Because my pick last week, he's out for the season, Derrick Henry.
MVP.
Are you still picking Kyler? Because Kyler had a bad game.
I'd like to look at a list of candidates because my mind's kind of blanking.
I'm changing my 49ers and Cardinals pick. I'm changing it to the 49ers because actually, another fun fact.
Because you want to be like me?
No, not at all. Kyler Murray's out this week. He's out for 3 weeks with an ankle injury. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, everybody's been hit by the injury bug, dude.
Wow. Big blow to some fantasy teams for sure.
So who's your number one MVP pick? Popular picks have been Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Derrick Henry before he got hurt. And then a sneaky 6 has been Jamar Chase.
He did get a touchdown. He was held under 40 yards. I think he got 32 last week. I'm going to go Matt Stafford. I think the Rams are probably the most complete team in the entire league. Especially with that Von Miller acquisition that might win them the Super Bowl.
So I think this year's MVP is going to be Aaron Rodgers, dude.
Really?
He's been tearing it up since that Saints game, man.
He has.
Definitely.
Hopefully, my dad's been saying this, but maybe if Green Bay loses again in the playoffs, he might come knocking on the Saints' door. How sweet would that be?
I hope your dad's right. I love Jameis, though, man. I feel so bad for him.
I do, yeah. Sean Payton teared up, didn't he?
I teared up, too.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Hey, sometimes you got to let it out.
Yeah. So that's it this week from the Lions Den Sports Talk podcast. I'm Gerard Bourne.
And I'm Chase.
And tune in next week for some more of the same stuff.